Okay, so I'm going to do another little video for you on using PaintNet. So I've got a couple photos open here, and on this first photo, I'm going to show you how to do a typical, what people would call a Photoshop, and I'm going to remove this bar of soap right here. So you see this bar of soap right here? And I'm going to go over here to this stamp tool, clone tool. And then what I do, so you can see right now it's a really small dot. So I'm going to make that into size 20. Oops. And that's a good size. Might be a little big. And I'm going to reduce. So you can change the spacing and the hardness and all these things, and kind of use those as tools to uh, work it through. But what you're going to do is you're going to hold Control, and you're going to select, and then you're going to click again. So now where this line is, so where this dot on the left is going to replace the image on the right here. And it's not perfect. But the idea is to do it really, zoomed in. So when you zoom out, it'll be, um, good enough. And fix that up a little bit, and then it's kind of blurred in. On Adobe, they have a kind of a smudge tool, which you would use in combination with this tool. And currently this program doesn't have it. So sometimes you want to change it, go to a different location. I'm going to erase that because it's starting to get crooked. I'm going to, you can even have it overlap a little bit. And obviously you want to be a little bit cautious with this because you go too far and maybe there was a big hole underneath that bar of soap and now you're covering up with a defect. And those lines aren't perfect. I would honestly, if I were doing this for real, I would probably start all over from the beginning and get these lines so that they're better. But maybe actually I'd go over here and get these lines a little bit higher. Something along those lines. Oops. That doesn't work. And then you could also change the hardness so that it's not as um, strong of a edit. So it kind of merges in a little bit. And obviously that's, not that great, but if you zoom out, sorry, that's not clicking, but that's not very obvious. So, and you could obviously spend a little bit more time and get that better, but even zoomed in this far, you can't barely tell that anything happened there. Get closer, you can see that it's not even straight. But from out here, it's pretty good. So another thing that this tool is great for is, say you have a photo that has lots of shadows, or maybe the saturation, the brightness of the photo isn't very good. You can go in over here into adjustments, and when they move things around, highlights and shadows. So I really like This is I believe is a new feature, but if you go over here to shadows, you can reduce the the darkness in the shadows. You can brighten up the whole image. And I'm not sure what that one does, but set it back to default. And just mess around with it until you think you got the best. That makes it all darker. Did the best image on there. I'm going to save that. Then I'm also going to go change the hues and saturation. And again, you got to be careful because you do too far on this, and now you got a greenhouse. But if you go just well, this image is pretty well saturated, so I wouldn't do too much. But say the image is looking more pastel-y, you can get in there and sorry, the hues. You can get in there, add a little bit. We'll leave that one at default because this image is the hues are decent enough. But you can get in there and this is what a really saturated image is. That the colors are really popping, and then this is what a black and white is basically no saturation. So sometimes you'll take a photo, especially on a sunny day, and it kind of has this almost black and white look to it. It just kind of washed out. You can bump up that saturation a little bit and make it pop a little bit. Or maybe it's a really dark photo and you want to lighten it up a little bit. I feel like the shadows tool is a little bit better for that, but you might just lighten it up over here as well. So there you go. That's a lot better photo than it was originally. And that's all I got for you on this one. So just check out this tool, mess around with it. Obviously, you can draw lines on stuff. You can make it into an S curve. Do weird things with that. I'm sure what this one does. Oh, I don't know what that did. So there's stuff on here. I don't know what this is. But if you don't like it, you just Control Z, or you can hit the little back button up here. And again, you can do layers if you wanted to, have um, stuff that you're going to draw on top of something. You could do it in a layer, and then you can add it and remove it depending on if you liked it or not. Let's see, zoom in. So yeah, there's just lots of little tools, and there's probably more than I know how to do in here. You can resize. You can resize something. You can change the size of just the canvas, or you can change the size of the whole image. So say I wanted to add another photo. I wanted to make this into a flyer with 4 photos. So I'm gonna resize the canvas, and I'm gonna just triple it. I'm gonna go 3 times the amount, and then I can have it go over here and put it in this corner. Let's see what else we got here. So you can flip it. You can do a mirror image. Oh, I was on the wrong layer there. So make it upside down. You can make it backwards. A mirror image. All sorts of stuff. Not sure what that one did. Some stuff, there's effects over here. You can. This is kind of fun for a photo of yourself. You can make it look like it's a painting. You can make it look like it is a pencil drawing. And stuff like that. Pretty cool. Okay. Um, yeah, so I'll give it a try. And I'm trying to find the stop button.